So here we are in Duskmourn Limited, and it's a premier draft with other players, as I find it's the best way to convert your free gold into gems. And I should be using the untapped overlay, which may be or maybe not be visible on the display here. To me, it is visible at least, so pack one, pick one. So what do we have? I have drafted some in this format, not too much. One full 7 wins and one 0-3, I think. So all over the spectrum. I'm leaning towards the rare immediately because I find green really nice in the format. And green really enables other colors. So I think the first 5 we can just pick whatever good rares we find, and this one seems good. Creatures you control tap for any color. I think they like the Survivor as well, the Manifest Dread. Not quite ready to commit to either the gold cards just yet. I think we go with this one. So pick 2. I think the armor is good. And we should still just take the best pack, ignore the card we just got. There's some removal, and while I don't follow it myself really nicely, I think the bread acronym bombs, removal, evasion, and then I forget the rest, but that's basically the gist of it. We could go in the direction already. It's a little early to pick a gold card, I think. I think this might be one of the best cards in the pack. The removal spell could also be very good. This could also be good. Not too sad if I end up with a Simic Manifest Dread deck. Okay, kind of get rewarded for it already. I think Fear Falling is excellent, or seems excellent. An enchantment. It has flying, so it's kind of the evasion part. Also a good removal spell. Oh, this pack has a lot of blue. Say its name. I think it's really good to pick them up when you can. I think it's a good card. And the Altranac, the thrice called, actually circulates sometimes. Should be possible to get. I had one draft at least where I got 3 of these and the cold creature. I think I picked the Fear Falling here. I think I have the time to wait until at least the person next to me has sent me one pack. Then I feel like it's nice to pass the pack. But I think we should take it whatever time we need. So, and I still have the tendency to kind of rare draft and draft for value and just look to the top left immediately, because they tend to also be very good cards. So what is this? Return, and then draw a card spell on the later turns. Could be good. Especially if they have some flying. Ooh. This could also be good to enable Delirium. The Terramorphic Expanse could also be good to enable in the Delirium. I feel like also, since it's uncommon, we might not get to see this card, whereas this is a common, so we might get this or another. Maybe I should pick the dog there. Okay. Counterspell. For 2 creature enchantment. I think that's not bad. Choose a creature control. Reveal card. Also removal. A lot of nice things in this pack. I think double blue. There's double green, double blue, but that's later. I really like this card. We get to search, especially to immediately start to stitch our hand together. I think this is the safer pick, but maybe I'm dumb not to choose the counterspell here. Okay. You control enchanted creature. Loses all abilities. Or I could ensure that I get a really good creature. So what is this for? Both a 6-drop. This can turn into a land, and it's a guaranteed good one. This might not be good, but it's also a removal spell. I think I rather want the short one. Okay, looks like we're Simic now. Pretty locked in. So what do we have? Flying Vigilance. And a soft removal spell. I think it's a little worse that it's not a permanent counter. It's just a +1/+1. But Flying and Vigilance is not bad. Especially if we have a theme of, oh, we didn't choose the room where we could draw cards. So maybe that would have been better. Use combat, draw that many cards. 5 mana wall. Oof, a lot of good ones in this pack. A Manifest Dread trigger. This does nothing though when it's finished. There's no static ability on it. Maybe I want to take the land. I think I want to try this one. Wait. No! I got a rare at least. I should remember to pick something up immediately and then think about it afterwards. And this format is still very new to me, so there's a lot of unseen cards. I've seen that one. I think I'll just pick this one. I'm a little behind now. Draw 3, then discard. Could be good. It's the only... one of the only applicable ones. Enchantment. Or counterspell, Manifest Dread. What does my curve say? I lack in force. Flying creature. Wait, and it wheeled. So, didn't get punished. I like to take the lands out. Makes it a little easier to see where we're going. Okay. Immediately we get a good card. I would say a bomb card. So, we could just focus a little more on the Manifest Dread. And just ram towards this one. And then have a few late game like we have the here. Draw into it. Hey, we actually did get the bottomless pool here. Okay. So I think flying has some value to us as well. This is nice. We could, if we got a greenhouse later, if this wheels or something like that, and I think we have the more opportunity to splash a third color. Maybe something like Sultai or... Okay. Leyline. Or Wither. And here, do you need the ley lines for a constructed deck? Then I think it's perfectly valid to take it. Because what is the actual power drop? Maybe wait to see if something wheels Because there's some power drop to not picking up a decent uncommon here. Artifact as well, which is nice for Delirium if we pick something up for the Spine Seeker. I think here... Oh, a Cryptid Inspector. Also really want that one. If we're going with the Manifest Dread theme. An artifact creature, and it could be ramp. Thinking that one. Oof. And a land, but it's not entirely on our colors. Ooh. I think the lands are hard not to rare draft, because you will always need them. Especially if they're decent like these Verge lands are. So I think I might rare draft this one. Otherwise, the control, I think I have some pretty top heavy already, and there's a pack left. Could use Indestructible. It's a Manifest Dread. I think I'll keep this one, and in theory it could also enable Usher splashing if we wanted to later. There's a Survivor. Do I care about this one? I think this one is good. It has proven to me to be very nice to have those two live. Ramp. Also nice, especially if you're going with the Manifest Dread theme. I don't think I went over to draft this one here. I think the Survivor could also be very decent. But since we're now ramping towards the Onslaught, I think we'll go that way. Okay. And there's a Watchdog. Again, an opportunity to rare draft. There is a constructed deck I want to create for this, but I think I almost have enough. I have 3 already, so I don't think I need to rare draft this one. But also, again, very tempting to do so. I think this is one of the things that you get when you draft with people and not with bots. I think the bots will have stolen all the rares long ago. I think it's good to have some room removal, so kind of pick it up for free here over the Machete. Here could be a reason to go into black. Big bomb removal spell. Flying as well. Maybe not quite there. Could just get this. I think I'll take it just for if we wanna live into black. What does this do? I think Manifest Dread, and it has flying. So it's kind of like the previous code, just without the ability to return it. I might try it. I thought the previous code was very nice, the one where you disguised the quest. Oh, there was a greenhouse. That's kind of what I'm talking about, right? Now we are able to splash. I think black could be open to us if we pick this one up. Not fitting with the Verge land we picked up, but I think should be doable. And do we want a leech for that? I think we can rare draft here then. Not that interested in the pack. Another counterspell, I think. Not. Ooh. This could also enable us, but I think I'll take the Survivor this time. But here again, it's really a push towards black. I think I want the Survivor, and we lacked Force. Okay, really got a lot of opportunities to get that one. Oof, very good rare. I actually find this incredibly oppressive. I've played against it twice, and it just ripped the battlefield when it came on. It doesn't even have Trample though. But Mill is nice for Delirium. I don't think we have that much Delirium payoff. Under the Skin is also very good. Yeah, I'll take the Shredder. What do we hope? Wheel? Maybe the Manifest Dread? The Peel Under the Skin does not wheel, I think. But we haven't gotten an Inspector. Those have been sucked up pretty quickly. Removal? Removal. So 3 types of removal spells. I think the choice is between. I like the Drowner. I don't know, but this one we don't have that much. Oh, wait. Okay. Not quite sure that we play black yet, but I'm having to think and also having to speak out loud makes me even slower than I'm normally. Ooh, a Borrow as well. This is a really good pack. We would really like this one. We can manage to actually enable it. Yet another reason to go into black. You mill that many cards, you may put any number of legendary and or enchantments into your hand. If you put no cards, put a counter on it and has menace. Okay. I think we're black as well. So now we are Sultai Soup. Maybe just splash it. Very good one. I think I strayed a little, so I'm kind of all over the place. Enchantment, Delirium, Manifest Dread. It's Controller, Manifest Dread. But I really haven't gotten the payoff for Manifest Dread yet. Use a 5. I don't think I want to take these early black spells. I want to only splash them. Okay. This is a really good removal spell though. Glimmer Enchantment. Really want to keep the black to a minimum though, I think. But I would need double black for the demon, which is kind of clumsy. I think I strayed a little too much. We're not really a control deck. Can we do that? I think we go for a little top end to close everything out. This is the double blue. I think I'll pick up the black spells and then see if we can assemble it post. Okay, that did not quite go as planned. And I got no inspectors. I think those are the really good payoffs for Manifest Dread. So let's see, how much do we need to cut? 7 cards, and we're really top heavy. We should be able to recur our major threats. So Let's see, what could we possibly let go? Just trim from the top. I think this is not too bad because it has a static effect on the end, and we have some sub-flying theme. This could maybe be our draw spell of choice, because it has some trample as well. This does not have trample, but it has the manifest dread. If we have some payoff for here, we also got a 3-drop here. This guy. Enchantment. No. Okay. And this is just a plain good card. I think this one could also be potentially cut. Let me just try to trim out from the top, and then we can add it back in. So what do we really want? I think we need this if we play black, but they say we strip the black. We could also strip that one. So we really want the onslaught. Enchantment, door, permanent, face up. So this kind of fits pretty well. And this fits with our theme very nicely. This is a little weak, but it goes with our flying theme. So our creature count is 16. Double blue. I think if we play only Simic, then I'll play this one. And if he also splash black, then I'll cut it. One of any color to turn permanents face up. Watchdog is nice. We also do have the Growing Dread from early on, so that was kind of nice that we picked it up. So we have some early slots toward Manifest Dread. I think this goes in the maybe bin with the flyer over here. Also go in the maybe bin. Enchantment. What is the payoff for enchantment exactly? This guy. Okay. Sorry about that. 3/3 for 3 that enables more colors, and it gets returned. It's pretty robust. I think it's nice to have. We don't play best of 3. If we did, I think I will be very glad that I picked this one up. I find that the rooms have already served their purpose a lot of times. It's rare that there's a static ability that you really need to get rid of, or get rid of a room before they upgraded. So could also be cut. I think the Survivor, the healing is so nice on this one. An artifact, we only got 1 centipede. And that's basically our only delirium payoff. And itself, but that doesn't help that much. Because we only have 2 artifacts, right? No, 3. And equipment. Oh yeah, the new robe. This one has flying. I really want that one. We just try to cut these ones. What do we have then? Could we add black in instead? There was a gold card as well. We could, I think. 3 black sources, and we need double black at the end. So it kind of requires that we get either this one, or this one. Definitely not undoable. Do we get so much from it? Mills us. And this would fit with our enchantment theme. And how much are we up? 5. So it's not that dense. Could be a pretty good removal spell, but when you don't have any sacrifice outlet to take advantage of it, and it doesn't get haste. So it needs to be an enchantment that we destroy. But I was kinda light. I didn't pick up any of the premium removal spells. So we kinda lack removal. Pretty badly. That's not too good. I think we could go with one more room. Early interaction. I think this could probably be the funnest build, other to include Grievous Rune. I'm not sure it's the strongest build. I think I want to cut black. I think having double black, that's the only thing, because this would be a lot more viable. Then we would have a chance, and then maybe go... Had we gotten maybe one of the Terramorphic Expanse or something like that, then I would be more comfortable. We also have a Centipede. But we might need to fetch our primary colors. Yeah. I think I want to build without black. Even though we miss a really good removal spell then. And then we kind of ends a little bit of our sub-themes instead. Could get one more Manifest Dread trigger at the top end. We don't have anything to get. We actually have this one. So we can land cycle this guy and then get him back. And then we kind of have to get some removal. I think since we didn't get more fixing, I think this is the way to go. What we hope to get back is basically a flying creature or a control creature. I think this could be the best way. I think we'll call it a lovely mittens. Let's just test one game, just to feel the vibe, while we still know how to play this thing. So, game 1. We're still 0 for 0. And what do we see? We see no blue mana. We do have a way to get there though. But we do nothing for the first couple turns. That's pretty weak. Then maybe we can manifest Dread. But we have so little interaction anyway, so the best hand would be some of our accelerants, one of our 2 mana accelerants. He goes first. I think we just keep it. There's a game plan. We should draw either a land or a playable. And he gets quite aggressive, but we draw a playable. That's very nice, but stacks very poorly against the 1/1. But I think we would even be willing to trade. We got a blue source. Because this guy, he slaps more land. I think we take our chance to get a land in the bin. Even though all our hands suggest we just want more land. It feels too inefficient to just play the surveil. I think we play maybe either one of the rooms. Actually, I see here that this first greenhouse is not that efficient since we don't play the black land. So we basically played only for the other half now, or at least we should. We have no fixing, so it could come in handy like it did in our opening hand, and that what made us okay to keep this hand, but it's definitely a lot weaker when we don't utilize it to play a strong caller. Maybe skipping black was not that great. I think we take it out, even though we definitely want this one. So let's get the surveil trigger. Just not take a beating. We kind of want it. Okay. And we also do want to play it. We could get a sacrificial 3/3 to put in front of the Warlock. We could take a beating one turn and then we could dominate it. I think we try that. It works out. Maybe we should have surveilled first then. More fixing. It feels bad to take another land, but if they remove this one, then we're kind of stuck. Kind of one of some of our payoffs, because we feel like we're getting close to having all the mana we need. So even though it's tempting to get 3/3 for 3, it's pretty decent on rate. Feel like we want to do the powerful things now. Now we just want to dominate that one even further. Only creature. No blocks. But it loses all abilities though. So we can utilize the... Maybe we actually just put a big blocker in front. And then offer the trade. We don't need it anymore. If he pumps it up further, then it gets more attractive to steal. And Death Touch. And we actively want this one to die. Pick it up. We also didn't get a Fear of Isolation, which could have gone nicely with some of these only entry rooms. Okay, all the open mana. I think we put this one in front. We can get it back. Okay. I think we survivor. I kind of missed that the disguised creatures had ward. Oof. Enchantment or a permanent. So X green. 3, 3. We would like one more to call it 3. So maybe we wait for one more land. Six, not that worth it, and we get 2 back if he chooses not to block. Probably does, since he has Death Touch. Nope. I think we flip. Oh, that was not nicely calculated. And I'm lacking for one more mana. That was kind of a misplay, I think. We don't block. He has a very... I think we're fine trading now. He's also getting pretty low, so I don't think he'll take this beating all day. No. I think we cast the 3 now. I think we take the beastie. Yeah. Nice. That's nice. And we should have Delirium now. Sorcery, land, creature, enchantment. Yeah, we have Delirium. So this one get to have Vigilance. So if we swings, we want to block with the land. Do we have the mana to flip them both? 3 plus 5 is 8. 4. 5, 8. We do. Because this one can turn permanents up. We could consider not blocking, because then we forced him to block. Okay. That was sad. So we have 7. Actually kind of close to milling out. Doesn't really matter what we do first unless we want some of our bombs back. But we still have one of the biggest cards in the deck still. So I think we unlock first. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Do this. Okay. We're pretty strongly back again. But we would have kind of liked to have hit this one first. We actually have one more of them in the deck. No more. So this is now just 3 mana gift flying. None of the shenanigans return to hand and do it again. I think the earlier version was significantly better. Enchantment or fully unlock. So this 3, 4, I think that's what we do, unless we want to do this. We can't, it's a land. Let's see what we... Yeah. I think we just take these 2 cards. And we draw 1. We basically have all the best cards in the deck, but we also on a very tight clock. We kind of can allow any more. Maybe a lead with the Trampler. 6. And now 8 mana to work with. So I think we might actually need to enable some first strike here. I think maybe we just steal that one. But it can't yet do much. We steal that one next turn. Maybe we just want to put this in play, but this is really clumsy that we can't do anything else. I think this is a fire as well. And then we can get in for some damage this turn. Oh, we don't actually want to draw cards. I think we might die to our own mill here. That's bad. I think if we have the opportunity, then we will sacrifice the entity tracker. So we don't, because we can't play the Dominion as a removal spell even. No. And they don't even need to turn the corner because we are so cornered here. That's bad. Definitely we block. We buy ourselves 1 turn on life and 1 turn on cards. I think we're just dead. Put a 1/1 counter on it. If we play this, then we die next turn. It has flash. I think we're dead. We're just dead. To our own card. I think then we should play this. Get in. And maybe we need to equip this immediately. And if they put a blocker in front, then we can dominate it. And then we just play, he doesn't have a removal spell. It's a very high likelihood that we actually die here. Exciting game. No. There goes the victory. Unless 6. How much do we have here? What's the last card in the deck? It's the Shredder. Just not good enough. This was really close. You could actually manifest Dread now, just to get the effect of 1/1 counter, and that get in for 4. But 4 is not 5. And this was really close. That hurts. So even if you dominate it, it doesn't get haste. So we get it, and we clear a blocker. We actually couldn't flip it up either way. Because it's a land. Yeah, I thought we would get even one more counter here, but we actually didn't. And now we die to our own deck. Okay, it was pretty effective. Actually had a pretty decent shot here at the end, though he kept got pretty good, nice removals here. I think the split up was really backbreaking. We lost a lot of 5/5s. Yeah, we just let him play through, but there's nothing that we can do actually. So, because we would lose either way to the breaker, even though we blocked the big 7/7. Okay, first game, first loss. Not a great start, and we kind of lost to Mill, which is milling ourselves. Yeah. Do I want to add black back in? I feel like the lack of interaction was kind of crucial. And we do have some pretty good removal spells here, and we have a payoff for mill that many cards. Legendary, we have no legendary cards. Do we? Can we support black? So this is a removal spell, this is a removal spell, and this is an enchantment payoff. So we would need to go down in consistency. But we had plenty consistency, we just saw. This is maybe a little too weak. I think we need those cards right now to be able to reliably play the black cards. Could go down to 1, and then one more cut. I'm really not sure this is better. I feel like this was just in our hand the whole game though. It's really nice to equip this one with flying. Can we go down here? Would this be better? Less consistency. I think if we had some of the payoff cards in green, then I would be a lot more comfortable with staying the course and just being Simic. But I think we lack removal and we lack payoff for Manifesting Dread. We have cards, and then we have cards for enchantments. Is an enchantment? No, it's not. This could bring back an enchantment that will trigger the entity tracker. This is the only legendary. So it's kind of weird, kind of a coupled equation here. We go down on enchantments. So now we are back down to 5 enchantments, making the gold card worse. And it's just a 2/2 for 2. But it does mill us further, which synergizes with the Shredder. A double green from blue-black with no dual lands. Basically just the fetching. I think I want to try. But I'm still not convinced that this is better. Okay. I think on to the next game. So I end up actually trying the black version. Let's test it out. Why not? I think that this event has actually stopped, so you can't anymore sign up for it. So we're just playing against their other slaggers, so I haven't managed to finish the run yet. So we have all 3 colors of mana, which is good. More fixing. And a way to find more cards. You can keep this. Is this a main? No, it's not a May, so we cannot decline to draw land at some point with it. We'll start with the land. Not really worth returning. A 1/1 haster, just recast it. I think we just go for the play here. We could clear the way if it ends up attacking. Hexproof. A creature, not permanent. Okay. So that is gonna be hard. Did it give it hexproof and it's gonna end up with hexproof at some point, so it's kind of redundant. It doesn't dare to attack because we could actually return this one, then attack through due to menace. I think we might rather want to advance our board a little bit. So, and we can get in with flying afterwards. And no attack. We could offer the trade. It's basically a 2-for-1 if it does it. And a combat trick out of the way. Could be worth it. And now he has another blocker, and now he dares swing. Probably have a combat trick here. Maybe the +1 on first strike. I think that's worth the risk. It's kind of annoying that he disrupts our Delirium. Actually, it doesn't have hexproof anymore. Don't get hasteless one. So do we want to get in? I think whatever he spent his counters on, we end up destroying. It's a little too tempting to get in with this one. No attacks. We can set up for a turn. Let's destroy his 1/1 that way. I think that was not the best play. I think returning the token could have been maybe better. Actually, I can decline to do it. But it wasn't a May. When it enters search your basic land, reveal it. Or put it into your hand. Oh! Reading the card. Just one wide open. Maybe I should just take a trade here. And what's... one white. Which one is that? I'm scared, okay. But he's basically out of cards now. So why not just do this? This one is really bad blogger. Does get to the counter. Each. And he's offering the trade. Okay. Oh. A very good reason for all that mana. So what can we do this for? 3. Next turn we can do it for 3. Can we take a beating until then? I think we can. He has no flying. So we could just do this. This is very greedy. And I want to swing for a card. Can he can't kill us. And what can he do? We're basically willing to trade for anything. And a miasma demon, very good. That's not gonna solve it. I wanna swing with this one though. Because it can give him a card. Now he's offering the trade. I think we take it. We have this late game covered, so no reason to gamble with our life. So for 3. And we get to keep all the cards. That's just beautiful. So I think we want the beastie. Do we have a land and or enchantment in the bin? Or delirium? Neither. I think enchantment is a little easier to get down the road. I think we put the land in now. We take the... I think we take the game closer here. Oh yeah, and I even just forgot this just now. Now we basically have a mass removal spell in the form of the miasma demon. That was very good. Actually had a question at some point if this is stacked with the paranormal amethyst. So this one says that if a land would be put in the graveyard, then it would be put in the battlefield, but it should also be put in the hand due to the amethyst. But actually goes in the graveyard automatically. I think you could strike the triggers. Do it however you want. So we really want to turn each of these up. Is that the best value we can do? Okay. Yeah, that was... I wouldn't say close game. We had that pretty tight under control. So the black worked out pretty nicely. I think he over-worried a little bit about our gold card in the beginning, and he didn't have a really good answer for it, so it worked out. So 1 loss, 1 win. And what do we have here? So we have a accelerant, a payoff at the very end, something to flip. So this can both help cast the spell and flip whatever. Seems nice. I think we keep it. Especially since we only lack black, but that's our splash sheet color. So I think this is fine. I think we start with the accelerant. Even though we don't have something immediate to play with it, we can't even play the other half. Might not be too bad. So the big question is, do we swing? I think we swing with open mana, and then I think I want to cast the Spine Seeker. A use of mana, and then I can fetch my last source. Okay. I think I would be willing to trade if offered. This is pretty good. I think we'll lead with the Cautious Survivor. Or we could get Manifest Dread going in. But I would like to have that with a double spell at some point. So... Enchantment Answer. So we really want to have this down before playing this one. We actually have the mana for it to do it this turn, so that would be the best use of mana. I think we swing with this one. And I think we're still very fine with the trade. And we did encounter the jump scare, and I already forgot if it was 1 or 2 mana. I think it was 1 mana. 1 white. Okay, so both of these has flash. So I think we're fine with holding. Yeah, and let him think we have a counterspell. Okay. Can we set him an ambush? We might be... Only with these swings with the... Okay, he didn't go for that. Oh, no ambush. Okay. Oof. Now we just want to amass. So we could make 2 2/2s here. But we would really like to turn this one face up first. Target creature. So this is very expensive to re-equip. There's a lot of value in returning that creature. You might regret if it's a spell he could use somehow. He flipped over this one. We'll do that. We'll also get a draw. And we flip this one. Okay. Two cards from graveyard. Okay, so we can be a little liberal. 2 permanent cards, so not our sorcery. So we could lead with our good card. But we still would really like to flip this one. So 3 2. Okay. Do we need to flip now? No, we don't. It's too much. Don't really gain that much from it. We lead with our... Also gets a counter. Let's go this way. Oof. Actually also got our second, we had a second blue source there, so it wasn't a big problem. Two stun counters. On what? It's fine. So really glad we actually didn't put out our Wither Folk there. Okay. What can we do? 3. So next turn, if we have a land, then we can do for 3. Because this one can't help cast a sorcery. So we would like to unlock a room. But we don't really have something we want to return. I think we lead with the Shredder, and it synergizes with the Survivor very well. We don't want to put these in harm's way. I think this is fine. I really can't swing because we have a 5/5. It's fine. Still has a bunch of cards. Enchantment Glimmer. And a backup draw. Okay. There is some flying, which could be a little annoying. But we can heal a bunch here. Okay, now this is basically the play, right? I don't think there's an equivalent as good. And then we can maybe... What can we do here? 4 plus 4. Return 2 permanents, and that's not really that exciting. I think we do this instead. For 3. Yeah. Much better. And we still get to do a bunch here, so I think we want the Vitality. You're falling. And Beastie, so all 3 creatures. Very nice. And we get to keep all these. Wait. And put them into the battlefield. Perfect. Already forgot about that. Bam. So we played really slow. I think I have a hard time actually commentating at the same time as playing, but it went well. So I think we know 2 for 1. It's nice. I think we want the coveted 3 wins for 1,000 gems. Now, I think that's the goal, and it's nice to get more, and it's sad to get less. So, well, I think 3 wins is basically the time to beat. So what do we have here? We have fixing this way. So we have our black source, not that we need it. And we have an extra draw. It's not that strong, but once we get 1 land, it becomes better. And we could hit something here. I think we go for it. And there's our 4th land. That's nice. That's a slow start. Don't mind that. So we have green, blue. They look a little similar. These. If he gets an island, I think we cast the Growing Dread. No. Then we wait. We also got a third source. So he's playing Epsan. Okay. That's a while before we can do that. Why not? Okay. I think it beats just fixing. I think we do that. But it's nice to get a counter by the Growing Dread on the Trampler. What, 4, 5? We have a nice curve laid out. Each play this side. I think we get rid of this one. Doesn't really have a use. We could cycle all our threats. I think it's very good for that. But we have all our lands, and I think it's the weakest of our plays currently. These are some nice full arts. So I think first I don't mind just swinging it in. If we trade, fine. Might be too scared to do something about it anyway. So this is like a keyword bad on it. So he might be willing to throw it away. But he could have some sacrifice energies or something like that. And he would fear that we had a pump spell. Okay, no blocks. You may put any number of legendary or enchantments. Okay. We do this. Okay. I think we just go all in again. I think I would be sad to lose the Trampler, but I think he would put more rate in double blocking either of these, especially the one that gives us something in return, but he does have mana up. So this could go very wrong. Thinking. Yeah. We still have a nice play here. I think we just want to apply pressure. And either of these can trade for both if he double blocks. I think not too bad to enable Delirium either. I think if we do, then we play the Wicker Man. They're the same damage. But what could we... Neither of these would enable it. But it doesn't matter because we already have a creature. So we might win by timeout. I think he also could be scared that this is something we could flip up. Just very reasonable. Sure, takes his time. This is a very bad block for him. Okay. We gain 2. We get to return the enchantment. That's beautiful. But we actually did enable it, Delirium, so I think we do this. Got an artifact in there. I really like this card. I don't know, for some I've heard that it was actually not that great, but I think I've been steamrolled by it, and it seems like a very nice on-rate card. Okay. That's a little worse. But he's so low already. So I think we actually have him a bit here. So we want to block this one. He want to block this, but that would be 5 plus some trample. And this is 8 trample, and we have 4. He has no mana left. We just go all in. Yep. Eight, right? Yep. So profitably he would block here, but then he's dead. So I think he's dead either way. He can jump. And then profit block, but then he dies. I think he's just dead. Nashi doing some work here. Building up the graveyard. Really paying up by including that Black Splash. We kind of see here that we got all of our sources. We didn't even need the greenhouse to splash. But it, of course, was a nice security to have so that we could discard it. So I think he just rage quit. Seems like it. Do we win without a flip up? If he doesn't block, then we do. Is this good? It doesn't have flying. Okay, I think we just win. So we are 3-1 now. Undefeated since we added black. Even though we haven't seen it that much. I think we got the coveted 3rd win. Very nice. Yep. 3 wins, 1,000 gems and 2 packs. And at this point I would say that the run for 10,000 gold has kind of paid off itself. So I think that's kind of a victory right there. You can kind of relax, sit back in your seat, and then just any win from here is just extra gems. Of course, if you paid gems for it, then you would want all the wins to get your gems back. But since we get gold for free, then it's fair that there's a lesser conversion rate. And I really don't think there's any better way to convert your cards to gems. And it seems to take a lot longer to find a match, and I think it's due to the fact that the event has been finalized. So we have all 3 colors, and then only heavy stuff. This is very slow. We might die for it. And we compete on 5 and only have something on 6. But we do go first, and we have something to slow them down. Try. We can basically play whatever we draw, and if we draw more land, then we have a heavy hitter as well. But this is a risky way to not mulligan. Maybe the incorrect play. We have a face-off of the sleeves. Okay. Might as well not reveal that we... never mind, we did there. So a slow game is fine by us. Casting the Onslaught Sorcery is very much to our liking. That's nice. Setting up. I think we want to cast Double blue. We might just return this. It's too weak. Can we do this instead? We can go for the swing. We have nothing to exile this, so it's I don't think we have. No, we don't. Collected company. Okay, I didn't know that was in there. And he missed. That was brutal. That was very brutal. I'm sorry for that. I think we just played the fear of falling. Ah, that must have hurt. 4 mana, mythic do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he played it at sorcery speed, which is very, very weird. Okay. This is more weird. Maybe hold back the analyst? It's kind of funny if he has another collected company. No? Okay. I kind of want to go for 2 here. Doesn't really matter, does it? We get 1 back. We don't need a second green. I don't think we do. We have a double black. Yeah, we do have the Miasma Demon requiring double black. So we want to put the green in play to get the black spell back, or the black card back. And then we want to get the beast on the battlefield and the sorcery in the hand. So now we have basically just won the game. I don't see how he comes back. That was weird. That whiff, that was very brutal. 4 wins. So 4 wins, very profitable so far. Ooh, no green. But with the ability to forest cycle. It's kind of slow though. He goes first. So it would be 2, 3, or 3. And then we have a 3-drop if we don't draw land, and then we have a 5-drop when we need another forest for that. And another blue source. But we do get an extra draw. Again, really slow, but we have a nice curve. And we have 2 Surveil triggers here, so no green. Go blue in case we draw it for Growing Dread? Yes. But do we lead with it? Could have the 2 mana or the... Actually don't know. There's a 2 mana, but that's double blue. I think we lead with the 3 power guy. Get a Surveil trigger. What do we want? Another greenhouse. Actually, it could be beneficial. It would fix our issue of not having double green without having to discard the Trembler. And we have some pretty nice cards in hand, so... Oh, and he did it on us. I think we would be okay to block if you're up for the trade. He didn't do it immediately. Okay. And he does offer the block. Okay. Get a Surveil trigger. And another forest, that's nice. So we can actually cast our Shredder on the next turn. I think we do this. And then we simply flash in the Dread, and then we have a Shredder. What's with the mirror match? This is kind of funny. Oh! I fucked up. Because now we milled our source. But we drew another, that was pure luck. I kinda wanna get the creature growing. I have Nightlight turned on. I don't know if that appeared in video, but just to be safe, I turned it off. So what happened? An Overlord. Maybe you should just hard cast it, that one. We actually do get the ability to block it. And I don't think it's worth it to flip this one up just yet. He's out of mana. Yep. We do mill room, which we could pick up. And we would be able to cast it, so 4 mana plus 1 to return whatever. Okay. That's also nice. Unable to scream, so must be a pretty good card, this one. Would we be willing to trade the Shredder? We rather want this in attack, so I don't think it's too bad. 3, 4. We can do that. Yeah, it comes in tapped. We also have some pretty good cards in the yard. I think we just swing for it. I don't know what he has that buffs his Shredder. Yep. Okay. I think that is fine with us. Never got to attack with it. We did twice. Didn't get any lands from it though. Just to grab the card immediately. Because it seems like it's gonna be a little drawn out. But we gotta think about how to deal with the big flyer. Okay. I think we can return that one to hand. Ghost Vacuum. Sacrifice, put each creature card onto the battlefield with flying. Okay. So that's not great, and we can only get permanent cards back. We do get to unlock a room for it. 4. And we have 3 left. And we might need to pick up the flying creature. And then the room. Could also just dump this one. Oh, but he gets to exile whatever we pick up. So I think we just dump the big one. That's unfortunate. Yeah. So he'll go ahead and exile whatever he deems the most powerful. And he can do this, just hold until... So we only will get half the value for this one. There's an argument to be made that we should just get it over with and pick something up before we have nothing we can pick up. Okay. Never mind. And he exiled the flyer. Good reason. Is it worth it to play the land? So I think we pick up the... pool in the shredder before we have nothing left to pick up. Maybe we go for a swing first. Oh. Draw first. Oh, and my asthma demon. 2 permanent. Why can't we pick up the 2 permanent cards from among them? Only the mill cards. Okay, it's bad. I thought it was from all the... But at least this was in one go and we got to pick up the onslaught as well. So we really just gotta deal with the Overlord. And we might be able to do that through that one. So I think we just swing to delay whatever action here. Okay. I think we would rather get rid of the vigilance than giving him another manifest red. Maybe it was wrong to swing, but we still can block this one on our turn with the survivor. And we shouldn't have ditched the land. They get so much selection and advantage from that one. Nothing to do about it. Okay, another flyer. Yeah, not too great. Okay, what can we do this for? 3. We can even do it for 4, I think. 4. We drop the land, we can, but that doesn't help us. We're kind of dead then. We need to put out the flyer and take out the Overlord, at least, and that requires ditching 2 cards. It's really sad to see the Analyst go when we have an onslaught in hand. I think we actually dropped the land and the beastie. This is going to be a war of attrition. Discard any number of cards. We could discard all to also get rid of the other flyer, but I think we would rather want to trade. What? Okay, so I'm sad now. I'm very, very sad. Reading the card. That many target creatures. That was bad. And we even discarded 2 cards for nothing then. We could have also shrunk the other one so he would have to double block. And then get rid of the other flyer. That was so bad. In so many ways. I think I just threw that game. He had a very good hand and we might have lost anyway. But whatever chance we had of winning, I threw down the toilet right there. Yeah. We have nothing to come back from this. This is just too oppressive. Got a good deck. Very good deck. But we get to do this for how much? For 4. Why not? Windbreaker. I'm gonna cast that one. Okay, so that would have been fun to swing with. Or maybe that was actually the best game plan and just do that for a lot in the previous turn so that if he had swung, he would have died on the crackback. So kind of threw that game maybe. Because we wouldn't have died from that swing on the previous turn. Would have hurt. But then we had 3 5/5s. And then we should have counted on something like that. A good hit where we can be lucky with getting in. So that was a bad game on my part. So we are 4 for 2. Could be the final game. We are missing black. Having blue. I don't think we get to play this. Since we have no fixing. And only fix for green. We go first. Again, it's a very slow hand. Didn't quite work out the last time, or at least I think it could have worked out if I had played better. So I wouldn't blame that, but I think this has less potential. You just do nothing for however long. Unless we draw black. Then we get in and get some action. I don't think it's worth risking. All sources. I think this is much better. But what to get rid of? I think the bottomless fool, because we have no payoff for getting a room yet. So what do we lead with? I think it's valid to lead with the creeper. Then it can help cast this one and turn it over. So we want to get it going as fast as possible. So we can double spell next turn. So we want to play out our green. Doesn't matter, does it? Yes, it actually does, because we need 2 green. Oof. Or we could do that. So either we lead with our good card, and he has a removal spell for it here. He bursts. Or he could do nothing about it and it snowballs out of control. I think that's always a difficult question. I think we just lead with our good card. And now we played the black and I failed miserably. Because I can't do both now. Because this requires... yeah. That was bad. So I should have thought about that, because then I would have made the other play. I got excited about drawing aware. So We just swing. Why can we do this actually? Blue green. Never mind, we can. Yeah. I think we want to do that then. He's also 3 colors. 4 damage to. Yeah. That's the thing, right? Because when he has a full grip, there's a greater chance that he actually has some removal. And if he sees a snowball card like that, he of course spends it. I think we would do this. I think flipping it over. Oh! We can't flip over. Actually, I thought we could. That we just it would lose its creature status afterwards. That wasn't too thought out. Okay. Never mind. Then it would have been much nicer to have that one in the graveyard because it's an artifact. And we could flip over the other one. Must be blocked. Okay. I don't want to do it for one. That's fine. So we do it for 2 next turn. You want to push damage? Not really. Yes. So next turn we flip this over. With the blue mana, he can't kill this one then. Oof. We flip. And we get a 7/7, that's really nice. Why is it so big? It's a 4/4 and it gets 1 counter, no? Because it had 2 counters from nothing. So we can shrink down this to 5. Do we care about that? We could go for all in damage now. Shrink down this one so he can only block 1. He blocks a 4/4. He takes 5 plus 7 is 12. No. So he blocks 2. He's dead in 1 turn anyway. And we can't do it because we can't pay for the ward. We can still block with it, even though it doesn't. Oh, that's too bad. We have no enchantment removal. Okay. Doesn't have to swing, but it has to be blocked. I think this is a pretty easy block. You get to surveil. Yeah, why not? Kinda sad that we didn't get to... But he really can't attack, no? Another collected company. Maybe this is the same guy. And he whiffed as well. What's with the riffing? I think this is the same guy. It kinda has to be, because I don't think there's so many people, and how many people draft this card? Static issue, I'm sorry about that. I hope it doesn't interfere with the mic. So... Again, we are kind of in this situation. Do we want to push damage? There's so little health left. So he blocks here, and 6 go through, and as he has a card in hand. You want to block this one? And we manifest dread. We should have played out the analyst first. I got distracted by the static noise, and I still am. So we get a land. No land. Still static. That's really annoying. Then we kinda can't use it for anything. One second. I wonder if this will... doesn't kill the audio? No, there still is some virtual audio, it seems. So I can't hear anything, but I think that the stream still might be able to, hopefully. Okay, another win. That's 5. This is going great. 1600 gems. And it's if you pay with gems, the event costs 2000 gems, then you only get a return if you get all wins. If you don't count the cards for anything. But I think drafting is so good for your collection that every set you just want to draft while the meta settles and everything is crazy, and then when you discover the good decks, then you probably have the cards to craft them. So, I have a pretty nice opener. Enchantment, unlock, or turn permanents face up. Permanents face up. So this synergizes with the Windbreaker. And the dog is good for damage. But we want to play this early so we can double spell 2 drops on turn 3. I think that's fine. And now we want to play this early so we can get out our black source. Yeah, any color. And this blocks perfectly. No enchantments in hand. Do we want to block? 3 damage is enough to say yes. Okay. So, card for card. This just got very exciting. Maybe maybe a little too exciting. Okay. He is playing black-white. If he gets to reanimate this on turn 4, good for him. Very bad for us. What do we want to do? Okay, hold our breath. Do we trade? It's 2 + 2 again. It's 3. We don't get the benefit, but it's really nice if we get Delirium all the way. And we have enchantment, creature. I think we block. He's kind of on a rampage and we have more cards in hand. Okay. I think we discard the Creeper. Can only cast enchantments, turn permanents up. We don't have either. So we are very sad that we lost the any color, never mind. Maybe the hedge, because we can double spell and swing and we want to keep pushing upwards. Kind of a slow ramp deck. Oh my lord. I think we just lost. I don't know what we can do about that. And he gains 9 health. It's not even enough. Like, we have to get the sorcery, and we have to get it like now. This is our best card, and we have to throw it away. That feels terrible. And he even gets to... Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this is ridiculous. So I think that's how the draft ends. To insane reanimator deck. And only if he was able to cast it by playing life, so he paid 0 life. What? You may play cards if you cast pay life equal to mana value. Okay. I think we might as well do this. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. We get land. We have exactly 9 health. This doesn't have flying. No. This actually has flying. So we kind of get to live for one more turn. That's not really worth it, is it? Now we also just flush out our deck so that we actually have a chance of drawing the card we need. Now we jump. We need Comeback Wong. That's basically the only card that will save us. But even if we draw it, then we actually have the mana to play the tracker. And then we can get rid of it, but then we die to all the rest of the stuff. So I think we're pretty much done so here. But just for fun, let's see if we draw it. That's crazy, what can you do? We actually drew it, but we have to play the entity tracker first. It's kind of funny that Arena works out this way. Yes, and we sacrifice 3 non-land permanents resolve. Then we have to sacrifice these 3. And then, unfortunately, we don't get to keep it. If we got to keep it, then we would have a great shot, actually, because we could block the biggest thing and get the life back and everything. Was not to be. Okay, but that's how it ends. I think it was a pretty good run. And even though we experimented by changing the deck in the middle and I misplayed a bunch of times, I think it went okay. It was first time on camera as well. So 1600 gems and 4 plaques, plus all the lovely rares that we drafted, even though we didn't get to play them all. So there was 1 Leyline and a Grievous Wound, and a land. The lands are very nice to pick up. So I think it turned out very nice. Let's get to open the packs. That's why we play Magic now. So a good run, and we have the gold for another one. Oof. The Overlord that beat us to death. Very nice. A new one. To each other creature. Okay. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.